Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And now the breakaway.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game...
He's going for goal!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Rashford. Gerrard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rashford touches it back. And this is Messi. Messi, great chance! And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Ratchaburi are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and look the more likely to register first.
Gerrard.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the shot! Spain with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckenbauer, looking for a runner, chips it through. Now it's Cantona. Serginho. So it's going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Decent chance! Goal! Spain! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Ratchaburi are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cantona is onto this. Gerrard. Maldini. To Messi. And he's forced to go back. Puyol. Maldini. Beckenbauer. That's Rijkaard. Cantona does well to get it back. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Zanetti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Spain definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Mateus is... He's rising! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Beckenbauer. Puyol. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range.
Ratchaburi certainly could do with a positive spell for the...
That could spell trouble. Rijkaard makes the interception. Maldini. And here's Rashford, spread it left. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar... Oh no, this does not look good! We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Pass somewhat off target. Cantona is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Puyol. And it's Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. And the return pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Another pass just keeps it. It's Rashford! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
So, a temporary halt to the action. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half then, just getting going. That pass has been well intercepted. He's on it, can he get away? And he's got away. And the finish! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Spain with the lead. Beckenbauer. This is a promising build-up. Rashford! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he can thump it away. And it's Cucurella. And he was alert to it. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a searching pass. It's Gerrard! Tremendous from Gerrard! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Can he finish? Tries a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know...
There's the shot! And it's in! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Spain go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Vitinha cuts out the pass. Rashford. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Cantona. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read, and the danger is averted. Kaka is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Rashford. Charge, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rooney actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ratchaburi have their second corner now. Spain are looking to go forward now. Van Dijk. Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified. And it's Zanetti. He's shifting through the gears here. In with the challenge. Oh, that is a nice touch. Zanetti crosses. Oh, important interception. Rashford looking understandably energised after his goal. And this is Neymar. He's picked Neymar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Van Dijk. Now it's Rooney. And he is dashing away. Oh, super ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Neymar. He won't be happy with that one. Quality ball. Now it's Inzaghi. Neymar. Now it's Rooney. Neymar. Oh, super. It's Rooney! And that's a real chance missed.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, really well played.
Gerrard. And it's Totti. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Ratchaburi clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Spread out to the left. Baresi. That's Gerrard. Rafa Silva. Baresi. Now it's Gerrard.
Gerrard! That's got him rattled.
Spain have reclaimed it. Oh, well measured.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Cucurella. Maldini. Gerrard. Serginho getting this one clear. Vitinha. Looking for options for movement. Totti. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rafa Silva. Now it's Darwin. And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you...
He's having a hit!
Smashing save, really good save that.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Rijkaard. Triol. Rijkaard. Gerrard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Rashford. Ronaldinho. Batistuta. Azar. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Alaba. Akanji. Chooses to go cross-field. It's Kimmich. And it's Azar. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, well played, well sorted out. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Rijkaard. He's in plenty of space here. He's in a good...
It's Aguero! Aguero! He just does goals! He's got himself an absolute peach. Corinthians take the lead.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Corinthians have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Ratchaburi are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Alaba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Beckham, that's destined for the flank. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Aguero!
I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Puyol. Beckenbauer. Puyol. Rashford is onto it in a flash. Not the most convincing of passes. And back to the keeper they go. Akanji. It's a pretty loose pass. Alaba. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Batistuta. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rashford. Aimed beyond the defence. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Cucurella gets over and intercepts. And here's Batistuta. Neymar. Driving on and making good progress. And he's intervened well there.
Ratchaburi truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Throw in. Rooney. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Played out to the left flank. That's really well manoeuvred. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Gets a good foot in there. Neymar. Rijkaard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ter Stegen punts it upfield.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Neymar. Here's a chance! And that tested the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Ratchaburi coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Ratchaburi can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Puyol. Defending was strong and firm. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh no, what has happened here? Pass just lacking in accuracy. Puyol. And it's Gerrard. It's a good spell of possession, this. Look at the...
And Messi!
Nearly, but not quite.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Rijkaard, a picture of focus and alertness.
Tries a shot! And a neat finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A horrible blip, a situation...
Oh, he's having a go!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rijkaard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Ratchaburi have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Rooney!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Ratchaburi with the corner, there first. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. And this is Aguero. Aguero was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Now it's Aguero. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Neymar. Rashford. Now it's Rashford. In with the challenge. Ronaldinho. Great vision. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Teremos uma substituição.
So we have movement on both benches. Pinches it off him.
Diouf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rui Costa swings it across. Ter Stegen claims it. Safe hands. Ratchaburi perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Aguero. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Into the last quarter of an hour. Diouf.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Delivers the ball. Now it's Darwin. Akanji spots it and intercepts. Alaba. Hazard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nunez's cross. Ronaldinho knocks it into space. Puyol cuts out the pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cross in, looks like a good one. And that's the keeper's ball. Rijkaard. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's Asa! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Substituição em andamento.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Teremos 3
And the number on the
minutos de
board
acréscimo.
is 3. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. Getting up there! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Massaro shoots! And that's it! They will have to shake on that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Messi gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
And it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. Great vision. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something. Pretty robust defending.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he cuts out the supply. Neymar. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to pass it through, brilliantly cut out.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that pass just didn't quite work. Messi, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cruyff.
Great chance! It's there!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Bellingham. Rummenigge. He's in one-on-one. And this is Messi.
And a header! And that's in! They are purring, truly purring!
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Messi, and that has put paid to that. Almost half an hour in now. Belly is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
This is a promising build-up. He's had it taken off him. And here's Yamal, gives it back. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Thinks about the shot. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Yamal. Kante charging forward, the ball at his feet. Short changes him with that pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gerrard. And Yamal. Messi. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Messi. Bellingham. Rummenigge bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a threatening ball.
And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And for the first half, that is that. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
And we come to you now.
So that was the
with a
first
quick
half,
request for
and we
support
will be back
for
with the
our
second
charity,
half shortly.
Chance in Football.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Nicely shaped ball. Dink through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. The message is clear, none shall pass. And it's Bellingham. It's not an especially good pass, that. Yamal. Cruyff. Cruyff! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Maldini.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Out of play for a throw. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bellingham. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Yamal is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game.
And he shoots! Goal! His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Messi. And he's forced to go back. Rijkaard. He's found a way through.
Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 64 minutes is...
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty.
Ratchaburi really could have done without this.
A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Khan must save this.
That is some save from Khan. Oh, he's missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And we have our very first corner.
Savni.
Substitution.
Salve, mano.
Number 4, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Coming on
And
the
now
field,
a sudden chance to
number
counter.
9, Mbappe. Number 23, Rooney.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Yamal.
Ratchaburi.
Could be danger here. Oh, good take in a good area.
Pepe deals with that comfortably. That has ended up in no man's land. And reclaimed it in a trice. 75 minutes played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rooney, he's through on goal here.
Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending.
It's Rooney! And that's a sharp finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
After 82 minutes is
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Tries from a long way out. And that is a routine catch.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Looking to play him in. Yamal
Takes a shot!
substitution in progress.
Oh no, what has happened here?
And the finish!
Brought out the best in the keeper.
Shoot!
And he's hit it too high. Duke does well to get it back. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pepe has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Lovely, now then. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Rui Costa. 5 minutes to add. Totti. Rooney. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Rooney. Rui Costa. Rooney. And he's running through. And that's a good ball. It's Bellingham. Ratchaburi have reclaimed.
He's having a hit! It's hit the upright.
Conte. And that is as far as it goes. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired. Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
And Shevchenko! Oh, that was no routine save.
Shevchenko is offering a wry smile there.
Ratchaburi with the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Succumbs to the pressure. Aimed beyond the defence. Rooney. Now it's Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And they can counter here. Now it's Memphis Depay. Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? Neymar. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much...
Chance, surely! That could spell... And again! He's delivered all right! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So, a breakthrough already. Maldini cuts out the pass. Rijkaard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Messi is always looking to break lines. And it's Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Not the most accurate pass. Passing nice and neat. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the shot! And no mistake. And they're threatening to fly away here. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Ratchaburi are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's a little off target. Rooney. Now it's Memphis Depay. Quality ball. Now it's Rooney. Gerrard. And it's Neymar. Lovely feet. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Beckenbauer. Messi. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Rooney. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, nice one too, very nice. He's shifting through the gears here. Puyol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Memphis Depay. Well, that has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Gabriel deals with that. Oh, what has happened here? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Ratchaburi are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Neymar scooting forward. Played out wide. Here's a chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And that brings the first half to a close. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Ratchaburi really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Ratchaburi sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And we are back on the way. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Looking for options for movement.
Decent chance! It's a goal! It is an explosive start to the second half.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Corinthians cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Beckenbauer. Cucurella defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, cracking ball. Neymar. Rooney. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Memphis Depay. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now that's a lovely exchange. Rooney has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Memphis Depay. Now who's going to be first to this? So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Oh, super ball.
And he shoots!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Gerrard. That is ended up in no man's land. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
Maldini has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
Memphis Depay! Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Out towards the flank, and he's quick to return it. Crosses it in. Rui Costa going forward. Ratchaburi perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that is expertly dealt with. That has been slung wide. He's found space here. He's got away. Oh, he's onto this. Good take, and is he in? Can he finish? And it's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Corinthians really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, tries a shot! Goal! Corinthians! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a great tremendous to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Driving forward, he's picked his way through. It's a pretty loose pass.
Corinthians really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Paresi. Raul. 4 extra minutes added on. Andre Carrillo. Oh, he's been caught on it here. No, it's come to nothing. Cucurella. Rui Costa. And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Smoking is only allowed in areas.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
And here's Shevchenko.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Messi. Both sides. Messi. Threads one in. That has not gone well. A searching ball out wide.
That's beautifully weighted.
Liverpool have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Liverpool with the corner. They're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Ratchaburi clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Batistuta going about things with real menace. Beckenbauer. Now it's Shevchenko. And the shot's on here. Akanji with a fine tackle. Roberto Carlos tries to pass it through. Now it's Batistuta. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. That has been cut short. Now it's Batistuta.
This is the time you need that pace.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That is ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer. And Neymar. Oh, no joy this time. Lofted upfield.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Van Nistelrooy.
There's the shot! It's in!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Goal! After 28 minutes is number 22, Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Liverpool are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And it's Beckenbauer.
And Shevchenko!
Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And he was quick to react. Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Messi. Neymar. And this is Rooney. Edmilson. Nicely weighted ball. Messi wants to run onto this.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's Rooney. He's in plenty of space here. Messi is the team's great visionary. Good running, strong and purposeful. Van Nistelrooy. That's a shade optimistic. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. Neymar. The message is clear, none shall pass. And the through ball.
Roberto Carlos!
Van Nistelrooy gets flagged offside. Cucurella is...
Oh, they could be caught out here!
Beckenbauer. Rooney. Shevchenko has got himself a free kick. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Ratchaburi coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution.
And we get things going again.
Ratchaburi really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Roberto Carlos thinks about the shot. Terrific effort. Not the most accurate.
In he goes again! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Neymar. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Gerrard. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And here's Rafa. It's Silva! It's really well cleared.
Ratchaburi clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Triol. Ratchaburi do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Rafa Silva. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Van Nistelrooy.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Rooney. And that has put paid to that. Rijkaard. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. And here's Batistuta.
The attendance for this match
60 minutes played. And here's Roberto Carlos. Ratchaburi still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Looking for the run. Rooney is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Rooney being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Some really good ball movement. It's played through for him.
He's having a shot! Van Nistelrooy! Goal after wonderful goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Liverpool find a position of real strength now. Rijkaard. Cucurella. And here's Batistuta. Tries to play it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Rafa Silva. He's had it taken off him. Van Nistelrooy.
Great chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy!
Messi really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
This is...
Can he finish? It's a goal!
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Ratchaburi still making a fight of this. Rafa Silva wins the duel this time. Batistuta.
Oh, he's having a go!
And that's off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
This is a promising build-up. That's been cut out, well played. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got away. Rui Costa! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
And it's Batistuta. The final 5 minutes. Cucurella spots it and intercepts. Rafa Silva. Rui Costa. Looking for options for movement. And there's green grass ahead of him. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Rafa Silva. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
There will be
Van Nistelrooy.
Chance for a shot! Yes! His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Number 22. Van Nistelrooy.
Liverpool are having a ball here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Number 10.
5 minutes to add.
Coming on the field, number 18, David Villa. Number 20, Griezmann.
Rijkaard.
Number 9,
Belletti.
Didier Drogba.
And he's been shifted off it. Raul. And it's Neymar. And that will be the final act. Ratchaburi cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. No other club feels like Boca, no ground like the Bombonera. Feel it, see it, hear it. This is what the game means to this legion of followers. So that's got things underway. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. But they've got it again.
Really well played.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, played right into his path. He's in, must be! Decent chance! It's in!
He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Ratchaburi are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Neymar. Now it's Rooney. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Gerrard. And it's O'Shea. Boca Juniors ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Tries to play it through. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Gerrard. Quarter of an hour played. Ratchaburi are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Neymar. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Now it's Pelé. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he has shown him a yellow card. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's in on goal. It's a clearance, but not much of one. They get a throw in. And now they can clear their lines. Nicely aimed pass. And he plays one through.
Ratchaburi are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Gerrard. Messi. And it's Neymar. And this is Lewandowski. Lewandowski. And this is Lewandowski.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking tidy in possession here. Vitinha. He came in hard, very hard. Pelé looking to add to his goal. Great ball if he can get there. Just the keeper in his way. Now shapes to shoot. And it's in. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Neymar. That is ended up in no man's land. That is a great pick out. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's there to make the challenge. Mbappe. Ratchaburi are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And it's Messi. Mbappe is herring after that one. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Tries to pass it through. That has been cut short. It's Pele! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Gerrard. Messi.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Cruyff.
Great chance!
He's played it long. And that is the end of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Señoras y señores, nos enorgullece informarles que los programas del día de hoy están disponibles en los puestos al lado de las zonas de acceso del estadio. Seguramente serán un buen recuerdo. Se está realizando un cambio.
So the action resumes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Mbappe, driving on and making good progress. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that's a fine interception. Beckenbauer. Ratchaburi come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Vitinha.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now it's Neymar. That is good alertness. He's being Rooney! That is decidedly lacking.
Ratchaburi are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Goes for a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Cruyff is there, and he can pick it up. And the shot's on here. He's had a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Bastoni, Ratchaburi are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Cruyff. And this is Pele. Oh, they could be caught out here. Beckenbauer. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Pele.
Pele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he cuts out the supply. O'Shea. Vitinha. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Chiellini gets across to intercept that.
Boca Juniors really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel...
Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Cruyff. Stood up well to him there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Ratchaburi appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.